Greetings everyone, Zannrath here. Welcome back to more Hearthstone. A couple days ago, actually, was the release of the latest expansion, Curse of Next Rams, of course. So let's go ahead and buy some United in Stormwind packs. Grab ourselves 40, as we always do, and hit the button. Got the right pack. Didn't check beforehand, but you know how it is. Actually, don't remember if we got. I think we did get an extra pack from a quest or something. So, anyways, I'll probably leave that as is. Forgot about that until after I bought the packs. But whatevs. Let's open some packs. All right, investment opportunity. Draw an overload. We're gonna try to go a little faster today than usual. I think this is the tradable. Yeah, so spend 1 mana and draw a new card to shuffle this into your deck, and then draw 1 card. We saw that in the Tavern Brawl from yesterday. Like I said, this expansion came out 2 days ago, but haven't been able to bust some packs open until today. Heavy plate tradable, gain 8 armor. So I don't know, 3 mana for 8 armor is kind of meh, but I guess you have this ability, so it's like I don't know. Anyways, so the soil. Choose 1 +1 attack to all minions on the board, or a 2/2 Treant. Presters, Pyromancer, Battle Cry. Your next fire spell has +2. Interesting. Okay, so Fire Mage. SI7 Assassin instead of Agent. 7 mana. Okay, so beefy. Cost 1 less for each SI7 card you've played this game, and combos destroy an enemy minion. Okay, so this is kind of similar to Vile Spine, which I think is, or was it 5 mana? It was a 3/4, right? But this has a discount. So interesting. Every SI card. So I'm guessing there's more SI cards besides SI7 Agent and SI Assassin. Potentially. We'll see. Alright. Stormwind, Freebooter, +2 attack this turn on a Battle Cry. That's a Warrior. We saw this in our Tavern Brawl, I think, right? If any hero. Oh, I thought. So for some reason during the Tavern Brawl, I believe I thought it was when your hero takes damage. I was like, how do you do this as a priest? But when any hero, okay, so you draw a shadow spell, cool. Fire Sale, tradable, deal 3 to all minions. Okay, so this is kind of like, I don't know. What is this like? Hellfire? It's basically Hellfire. It's actually better than Hellfire. No, because Hellfire hits face, so you do 6 less damage overall by not hitting face for you and your opponent, but you can trade. So, okay, interesting. Lion's Guard. That's some cool artwork. That armor, I don't think matches though. Right? It looks like it has the is that the High Warlord shoulders? I mean, it's not the High Warlord because High Warlord doesn't weapons, but you know, the PvP shoulders. I can't remember what that helm is, but it's not the PvP set, and then that's like the armor from the Stormwind Knights. Anyways, if you have 15 or less health, gain 2/4 and taunt. Okay. Dark Ally Pact. Summon a fiend with stats equal to your hand size. Okay, so some hand lock coming back. Alright. Lone Shark is an actual shark. Give your opponent 2 coins. Death Art, you get 2. Okay, interesting. Restaurant Viper, tradable. Destroy your opponent's weapon. Okay. So a beefier kind of ooze effect. Peasant, start at the start of your turn, draw a card. Oh, interesting. Huh. Okay. First flame, 2 damage to a minion. Add a second flame to your hand. Okay. And we've seen that. First dupe. 4th pack. 40% of the way. Oh, spoke too soon. Legendary. Alright. So, sorry, jotting down notes on the side to basically denote when I got legendaries. The 4th pack. Wow, okay, that's super early. Guaranteed in 10. But anyways, Moarg, can't remember how to pronounce that, whatever. Forge, Fiend, Taunt, Death Rattles, gain 8 armor, 8 mana, 8/8, okay. Harbor, Scant. They really like their 8 mana, 8/8s, right? Is that a thing? Battle Cries, draw a pirate, so some Pirate Warrior action. SI Informant, here's some more SI stuff. Battle Cries, gain 1/1 for each SI 7 card you've played this game. Are all the SI cards going to be, you know, some effect based on number of SI cards play this game. It seems like that's the theme. Kodo mount, dope. No more planeswalking. Not that I think planeswalking is a card in the game. Is it? I don't know. Give a minion 4/2 and rush. When it dies, summon a Kodo. I wonder what the Kodo is, or stat-wise. Grand Magus, Antonitis. Battle Cry is if you've cast a fire spell on each of your last 3 turns, cast 3 fireballs at random enemies. Oh, that's interesting, because then you have to keep track of 3 whole turns. I don't think I've seen any card like that, right? Because there's been plenty of cards where it's like, if something on the last turn, but now this is if something on the last 3 turns. That can be a little tricky, but it looks like Fire Mage is a thing now. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like they're trying to make Fire Mage a thing. Then we got our first epic. Best in Shell, tradable. 2/7 turtles with taunts. Okay, 2/2/7s. Tradable, spell damage +2. Tradable, well, a lot of tradables in here. Silence a minion, Elec Mount. Give, Royal Librarian, Guild Trader. Yep, cool. Give a minion 4/7 and taunt. When it dies, summon Elec. Interesting. Wonder what size that Elec is. That's a really interesting stat line choice. 4/7. Obviously it's 7 mana, but anyways. Tiny Toys, summon 4 random 5-cost minions, make them 2/2 for Shaman. Interesting. Alright. 6-pack. Impatient Shopkeep. It's got the rush, of course. Seen that. City Architect. Summon 2 0/5 castles with taunts. Okay. Is that good? 6 mana, 4/14. Meh. Northshire Farmer. This is kind of interesting artwork. The style just kind of stands out to me, I guess. I don't know. Summon a friendly beast, shuffle 3/3 copies into your deck. So, choose a friendly beast. Okay, interesting. Okay. Some beast synergy there. Sigil of Alacrity. Start of your turn, your next turn, draw a card and reduce its cost by 1. Demon Hunter. Okay. Oh, that sigil thing, right? It's kind of like the equivalent of a secret, except it just activates next turn, I guess. Canal, Slogger, Rush, Lifesteal, Overload. Cool. Seen that. I mean, then not that cool. It's meh. All right. 4 mana, 6/4 though with the Overload. It's kind of 5 mana. Meh. Okay. Aim Shot. Wasn't there already Aim Shot? Guess not. But deal 3. Your next hero power deals 2 more damage. Oh, interesting. And that's targetable to face. It looks like. So that's a lot more Face Hunter supports potentially. Irebound. I don't think it's Irebound, right? It's Earbound? Irebound? I don't know. Brute. Taunt 1 less for each card drawn this turn. Interesting. Okay. I don't think I've seen that contingency before. Seen. Battleground Battle Mage. A lot of battle in that name. Adjacent minions have Wind Fury. Okay. We haven't really seen a lot of adjacent minion effects, I think, right? There were kind of a lot in the base / classic, whatever, the starting set, kind of, right? Sun Fury, Argus, Direwolf. I mean, that's not a lot, but a good amount. Anyways, haven't seen a lot of these effects, but, you know, Wind Fury, cool. All right, interesting. Noble Mount, give a minion 1/1 and Divine Shield. When it dies, summon a Warhorse. Again, a lot of like buff minions with stuff and then summon something afterwards. Curious what those Death Rattle minions are, size-wise, stat-wise. Seen Void Shard, Lifesteal, deal 4 for 4. I mean, it's kind of like less damage in Fireball, but you get Lifesteal, so okay, sure. Traveling Merchant. Do we see this already? No. Tradable Battlecry. Gain 1/1 for each other friendly minion you control. Entitled Customer. So we got the... Was it the Rush Shopkeeper? Impatient Shopkeeper or something? Anyways, Entitled Customer. Deal damage equal to your hand size to all other minions. Okay, so AoE. So it's kind of like... Shadow Flame only hits your opponent, right? Or does it? Why do I not know this? Anyways, Devouring Swarm. Choose an enemy minion. Your minions attack it, and then return any that die to your hand. Interesting. So Hunter card, 0 mana. That is very fascinating. So I'm curious. Obviously the play would be to attack first and then play this card. It seems like that should work, right? Because it forces your minions to attack. But if they've already attacked, can they attack again? I think there was another similar card that I had like recorded in a Tavern Brawl or something. I was like, does this work? And I don't think it does. I think it does expend the 1 attack per turn kind of thing when it uses this effect. So you can't be like attack and then use this to make it attack again, I think. But anyways, moving on. Fill Barrage, 2 damage to the lowest enemy twice, or lowest health enemy twice. Okay. Shady Bartender. It's a Warlock card, so it's giving your demons +2/2. Is that just on the field? I'm guessing it's just on the field. Oh look, dupes in the same pack. Granite Forgeborn, reduce the cost of elementals in your hand and deck by 1. That's really good for Elemental Shaman. 4 mana, 4/5. Good stat line. Good. And it has an effect on top of that. So, what is the one that reduces the cost of an elemental in your hand? It's a cheaper one, but interesting. So Elemental Shaman, Cargo Guard. End of your turn, gain 3 armor. 3 mana, 2/4. Okay, so a little bit more of a control style card for a pirate. Pirates are usually not control based oriented. Spice Bread Baker. That's a really big hat. Battle cries restore health to your hero equal to your hand size. So it's got some more hand synergy cards. Seen the Best in Shell. Peasant seen that. Guild Trader seen that. Shiver Their Timbers. Warrior card that deals 2 damage to a minion. If you control a pirate, deal 5 instead. Pretty dope. So kind of more control pirate oriented cards. Yeah. I was like, where's the at least rare card? Stormwind Guard. Taunt battle cries give adjacent minions 1/1. Spirit Alpha, after you play a card with Overload, summon a 2/3 Spirit Wolf with Taunt. Okay, that's reasonable. Seen that. Do you guys think we're gonna get another legendary by the end of this? Not guaranteed. Seen. Celestial Ink Set. After you spend 5 mana on spells, looks like it's a weapon. Yep. Reduce the cost of a spell in your hand by 5 and lose Wonder ability. So basically, you spend 5 mana, and then some card in your or some spell in your hand gets reduced by 5, and that can happen twice. Okay. Sanctum Chandler or Chandelier, Chandler. After you cast the fire spell, draw a spell. Okay, so more fire mage. Is there gonna be a frost mage or arcane mage variant in the future? Dreaded Mount. Give a minion 1/1 when it dies. Summon an endless Dreadsteed. So endless is not capitalized in that sentence, meaning that it's not called endless Dreadsteed. There is a card just called Dreadsteed, isn't there? The 1/1, the 4 mana 1/1. I think it's a 4 mana card. I'm guessing that's what it is, but I don't know why they had to put endless because it is just called Dreadsteed. And maybe it's not just called. Maybe it's not called Dreadsteed. Then it's kind of redundant. But anyways. Alright, not that exciting, looks like. Seen that. Stubborn Suspect. We really like the alliteration, it seems like. Summon a random 3-cost minion on Death Rattle. Seen that. Demonic Assault. Deal 3 damage. Summon 2 1/3 Void Walkers with Taunt. Don't Void Walkers always have Taunt? Is that... I mean... I guess it's to let people know who, like, maybe don't know that Void Walkers have Taunt. But... don't they? Am I just misremembering? It's just the 1 mana 1/3 that has Taunt, right? but 3 damage and summon 2 of them. So it's kind of like Frost. It's a little bit worse than. It's like Frostbolt is 3 damage, right? But it freezes, and these are 1 mana each. So, it is what it is. Sketchy Informant. Sorry. Sketchy Information. Draw a Death Rattle card that costs 4 or less. Trigger its Death Rattle. Okay, so some Death Rattle Rogue maybe. Double rare pack. Scene. Wicker Claw. After your hero gains attack, this minion gains +2 attack. Okay, 1 mana, 1/4. Not bad, beast. Impatient Shopkeep. Okay, no, there's no alliteration there. That was, I guess that was a mistake. But I guess you can't have 2 SS cards. Is that? Let's just bypass that. Psyfiend. After you cast a Shadow spell, deal 2 damage to each hero. So Shadow Priest. Catacomb Guard, Lifesteal Battlecry, deal damage equal to this minion's attack to an enemy minion. Okay. Aim Shot, Hot Streak. Your next fire spell this turn costs 2 less, which is, I don't know, is that good compared to what actual Hot Streak is? Actual Hot Streak just reduces the cast time of your, well, not actual, but like, WoW Hot Streak, right? It reduces the instant cast your next fire spell, but it still costs mana, I think, right? There's no cast time in Hearthstone, of course, so I don't know. 2 mana, alright. It's 1 card for 2 mana discount. So it's technically better than the coin, I guess, but only for fire spells, so I don't know. This seems a little lackluster. Scene. Alright. Oh, we got some more satyrs. Double Pandaren Importer. Another double pack we've seen in these things. But Battlecry, discover a spell that didn't start in your deck. Discover a spell that didn't start in your deck. Interesting. Okay. I guess that's why she's the importer. But Stormwind Piper. After this minion attacks, give your beast 1/1. 3 mana, 1/6. That's kind of interesting. Okay. Has some survivability, so it's weird synergy, right? It's a demon that buffs beasts, so to each their own, I guess. Chart of the Naru, tradable, silence all enemy minions for 1 mana. That's pretty dope, right? Because you have Master Spell that does that, but you draw a card for 3 extra mana. That's kind of interesting. Alliance Bannerman, draw a minion, draw a minion, and then give minions in your hand 1/1. Interesting. Okay, so some hand buff supports. Seeing that, we got the gold version of that. Gold Shire Knoll, 10 mana. Wow, that's a big knoll. Rush costs 1 less for each card or each other card in your hand. What's that mean? Each other card? So does that mean if you have like 3 of these in your hand, 2 of them don't count? Each other card? Because it wouldn't be like, oh, like if you had 10 cards plus this card, it would get, it would cost 1 less. It would cost 0, right? Is that what it means? Right? Like excluding this card. Because I think things like Mountain Giant, right? If you have 10 cards in hand, I think it costs 2 mana, right? Is Mountain Giant 12 mana? I can't remember. Anyways, I think it does count itself. Although things like Twilight Drake, I don't believe it does, right? It gains 1 health for each card in hand, and when you play it, it's no longer in your hand. So that's why it's like confusing, because like once you've played this card, it's not in your hand, and therefore that each other card is redundant if they need to say like, oh, if it's 10 mana, oh no, because it gets discounted in your hand. That makes more sense compared to like a Twilight Drake. Is that how Mountain Giant works though? I think Mountain Giant gets to count itself. So anyways, whatever. I think basically what it's saying is it can cost as low as 1. It cannot be free unless you have, I think Warlock can extend the size of their hand, right? So anyways, whatever. Seen, oh, Skulker, SI7 Skulker. Battlecry, the next card you draw costs 1 less. Okay, so it doesn't play into the whole thing that I theorized, but they all have something to do with 1 thus far. Package, we've seen that. Package Runner can only attack if you have at least 8 cards in your hand. Interesting. So it's another hand support card. So 3 mana 5/6, obviously huge stat line for a 3 mana cost card, but you know, contingency 8 cards in hand. So Park Panther Rush. Whenever this attacks, give your hero 3 attack this turn. Okay, so some more, you know, give your hero attack power synergy. Click on the wrong one, but whatevs. Seen SI7 Operative, a rush after this attacks a minion gains stealth. Okay, interesting. Traveling Merchant, we've seen that, right? Two-Faced Investor. End of your turn, reduce the cost of a card in your hand by 1. So at the end of your turn, reduce the cost of a card. So not quite Emperor Thorazan, but, you know, 1 card. And it's 50% chance to increase. So curious, I mean, it plays into the whole, you know, ogre, two-headed ogre thing with the 50%, but what increases, right? Is it the amount reduced? Or is it, wait, yeah, no, never mind. For some reason I thought it was like, well, it could either modify the number of cards or the cost of cards, but the only number here is the cost, whereas here it says a card, right? Not like 1 card. So never mind. Sentence structure seems good. Charge call. I actually don't know how would this work. 50% chance to increase. So does that mean it can increase and be permanently 2 mana the next turn, and then subsequently after that it has a chance to increase or decrease the cost of your card by 3? Is that what it means? Probably. Maybe. Charge call. Discover a 1 cost minion and summon it, and you upgrade it with each overload card played this game. Cool. Alright. This is 21 packs, I believe, now. About halfway, a little more than halfway through. Double Blessed Goods. Discover a secret, weapon or divine shield minion. I was like, what's a secret weapon? Oh, it's secret, weapon. Oxford, I realized. Bound or Bloodbound Imp. Whenever this attacks, deal 2 to your hero. 2 mana, 2/5. I mean, there is some synergy with some, you know, deal damage to yourself and you get effects. So 2 mana, 2/5. The rest we've seen. We got the legendary Lion's Guard. We've seen, not legendary, sorry, epic. Seen that SI7 Extortion spells tradable. Deal 3 to an undamaged character. So backstab is free for 2. Wasn't there some other cards that deal damage to oh no, there was the one that deals like 4 damage to undamaged. Anyways, so kind of more in that theme. Sure, tradable, so you can at least cycle it. We've seen that. And Clumsy Courier. Battlecry is cast the highest cost spell from your hand. Okay, for 7 mana. So basically, it's 3 mana to cast the highest cost spell in your hand. Because 4 mana, 4/5 is the base stat, is like a base stat line. So, okay, seems reasonable if you have a spell that costs more than 3. Seen Florist, another kind of interesting artwork style. End of the turn, reduce the cost of a nature spell in your hand for all classes. So this really only hits, I think, Shaman and Druid. Does anyone else have nature spells? Like just able to be accessed readily by them, not like through some random effect or something. I think everything else we've seen, right? Yeah. Alright. We've seen this one. Everything else is new. Oh no, we've seen that. City Tax, tradable, lifesteal, 1 damage to all enemies. Okay, so it's kind of like Consecrate but does half the damage for half the cost, and oh no, but it doesn't hit face, but it gets lifesteal. Okay, so sure, tradable. Stockades Guard, Battlecry, give a friendly minion taunt. Okay. Entrapped Sorceress, Battlecry is if you control a quest, discover a spell. Sure. All right. Scene. Yes, we've seen, and summon a minion from your from your deck on Death Rattle. Cowardly Grunt, 6 mana, 6/2. I mean, yeah, it's very easy to kill to get the Death Rattle. Sure, seems reasonable, I guess. 26th pack, I believe. Yep. Scene, and Deep Run Engineer. Discover a mech, costs 1 less. Sure. Alright, seen that. Rodent Nest, 4 mana, 2/2, summon. Death Rattle, summon 5 rats. Okay. Metamorphin, any Power Rangers. 1 mana, 1/2, Demon Hunter Murloc. Taunt Battle Cry is if you cast a Fel spell this turn, it gains 2/2. Okay. Seen that and seen that. Alright, not that exciting. Seen. Is that the first pack that we've seen everything? That was like, what, 13 packs, so 28 packs in? Another epic. Seen. Yeah, seen, and Felgorger. Draw a Fel spell, reduce its cost by 2. Meh. $30 packs now, 75%. Think we've seen every. No, we have not. Persistent Peddler, tradable Death Rattle. Summon a Persistent Peddler from your deck. Okay, interesting. This reminds me of cards like in Yu-Gi-Oh, there's like Mystic Tomato or something, right? Where like if you kill it, or it gets, or I guess in Yu-Gi-Oh it's flipped. Or no, it's sent to the graveyard, right? Then you get to summon copies of it, or like Nimbo Mamanga or whatever is that? Is that the rodent thing that was? Is that what the card was called? Kind of reminds me of that. I'm actually surprised we haven't seen too many of this type of card in Hearthstone, but I guess it's a little bit. It is a lot of board presence, so I can understand why we haven't seen it in Hearthstone. But prismatic jewel kit. Are they saying that paladins should be jewel crafters? After a friendly minion loses divine shield, give minions in your hand 1/1 and lose durability. Okay, so some divine shield hand support. Makes sense. Oh, yeah, legendary. Alright, we got like one of each type of card, right? Common, uncommon, epic, and legendary. Scene, provoke, tradable, 0 mana. Choose a friendly minion. Enemy minions attack it. Okay. So instead of having your minion attack all the other minions, it's basically having all the other minions attack it. Interesting. Okay. Seek Guidance, play, or Questline, play a 2, 3, and 4 cost card, and then your reward is discover a card from your deck. That seems quite underwhelming, especially for a legendary. So, yeah. That's kind of a bummer. That was 31 packs in, I think. Is that right? Yeah. Sorry, I'm just doing math from my notes on the side here for calculating packs per legendary. Because that was 31 packs. The last one was 4 packs in, so 27. Yep. I'm sure there's an easier way to keep track of packs per legendary, but, you know. Alright, so we've got Scene, Chaos Leech, 3 damage to a minion, outcast 5 instead. Stockade Prisoner, just picking the lock here. Starts dormant. After you play 3 cards, this awakens. Okay, so 2 mana. Sure. Okay, you got 10 packs left, or not left, but like since the legendary, so odds of getting another legendary, pretty low, but we'll see. Toucher's Nathrazim, 2 damage to a minion. If it dies, restore 4 to your hero for 1 mana. Okay. We've seen the rest of the stuff. Yep. Seen. Shadowcloth Needle. So they're saying priests should be tailors, or they're giving. Oh, does that mean mages are inscriptionists? Inscribers? Scribes? Is that what we called it? I can't remember. They're giving a lot of classes like professions. It seems like, right? Because Shadowcloth is a tailoring item. After you cast a shadow spell, deal 1 damage to all enemies and then lose 1 durability. Seems pretty underwhelming, I guess. But I guess it is some AoE. I think we've seen everything here. Yep. Seen. Another epic. Seen these chums. Call of the Grave. Discover a Death Rattle minion. If you have enough mana to play it, trigger its Death Rattle. Okay. Oh, Shadow Priest, though. Or Priest. Death Rattle Priests? I guess it was a thing at some point. Ooh, another epic. Seen. Mailbox Dancer. Think you're the wrong gender. From, I guess, experience in... Well, I guess I don't know what things happen in Stormwind, but at least in Orgrimmar. Add a coin to your hand. Death Rattle, give your opponent 1. Sure. 2 mana, 3/2. Enthusiastic Banker. I think this is sarcastic because she doesn't look that enthusiastic. But at the end of your turn, store a card from your deck. And then Death Rattle, add the stored card to your hand. Interesting. Okay. Wonder what happens if it gets silenced off. Like, do you lose that card because it's stored and now it's just not available? So many questions. New mechanics, kind of. We've seen all that. Last pack. Alright, kind of underwhelming. Oh, we've seen there's a new card. Auction House Gavel. After your hero attacks, reduce the cost of a Battlecry minion in your hand by 1. So Battlecry Shaman, sure. Kind of seems underwhelming. I think since you guys have been so great, let's go ahead and bust open this extra pack. Like I said, it's also because it's the 10th pack since the last legendary, so it's easier to keep track of, number-wise. Alright. None that exciting. Nothing. So that's 41 packs for you all today. What a treat. 2 legendaries, so pretty average. Oops, that's not what I want. I just realized I have 256 other packs still. That's pretty dope. 18, 26, 34, 43, 49, 57, 60, 34, 94 cards, it looks like. Out of, I'm guessing it's 125 or 115 or something, so reasonable. Let's go ahead and hit this, get everything undone. Oop, missed. Did I miss one? Nope, I didn't miss one. Cool. Hit that there. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Just clear this all out. Sorry to waste your time, but... Actually, do we need to do this? I guess we don't need to, but we want to be able to see, like, did we miss any common cards? In the Stormwind. Come on, let's go. Not there. Oops, I should go this way. I think it's not common to miss common cards, but it is possible. I've done it before. Not uncommon, what's it called? Rare. I think I called it uncommon or something in another, or earlier in the pack. Oh, look at this squirrel. Look at that art. Oh, they're cute now. Just wait till they unleash the Savage Roar. Shuffle 4 acorns into your deck when drawn. Summon summon a squirrel. The Savage Roar makes sense. Leather working kit for Hunter. I guess that kind of makes sense. Ramming mount. Not gonna go over all of them. Ruined Mithril Rod. I believe that's enchanting. So for Warlocks, enchanting, huh? Okay. I missed one here. Not too many rare cards that we've missed. Definitely more epic cards that we've missed. Lion's Frenzy. Composting Oracle of a Loon. That's some interesting card work. What is she, like, bathing in a moonwell or something? After you play a minion that's cost 2 or less, summon a copy of it. Wow, okay. So that's like a token druid support, kind of. Or like, you know, rush druid. Zoo druid. Imported tarantula. That's okay. That tickles my pickle, evidently. Rats of extraordinary sizes. That's, I think Hunter got the best epic cards. Ignite, some more Fire Mage support, it seems like. First Blade of Rin, rather. Interesting. Lightbringer's Hammer. Wait. Isn't Rin a warrior? And Win, whatever? I don't know, whatever. Doesn't matter to me. Why do we not have... Oh, we had the gold version, that's why. Garrote? Oh, they've never added Garrote until now? Okay, 2 damage to an enemy hero. Shuffle 3 bleeds into your deck. That deal 2 more when drawn. Interesting that in our deck. Counterfeit Blade. Give a random friendly death rattle. That triggered... Give a random friendly death rattle. That triggered this... Or gain. Sorry, gain a random friendly... I was like, what does give a random friendly death rattle mean? Overdraft. Unlock your unloaded mana crystals to deal that much. Whoa, that's interesting. Okay. Remote controlled golem. That's some kind of cool artwork. After this takes damage, shuffle 2 golem parts into your deck when drawn, summon a 1/1. Or sorry, 2/1. Elven Boar. If you have 7 Elven Boars that died this game, equip a 15/3 Sword of 1,000 Truths. Oh my gosh, that's a South Park reference, right? Be grateful we lowered the requirement from 65,340,285. I don't even think you can't even get to max level killing just boars in L1, right? Because they go gray. You can killing boars in general, but they have to, you know, be higher level boars. But Sword of 1,000 Truths. I think the Sword of 1,000 Truths had the artwork of, was it the Hungering Cold? So, kind of curious what the Sword of 1,000 Truths looks like in game. But I think it had the artwork of the Hungering Cold, the Nax sword, I think, right? Nobleman, golden copy of a random card in your hand. Okay, interesting. Cheesemonger, whenever your opponent casts a spell, add a random spell with the same cost to your hand. Okay, and let's see the legendaries. We got 2 out of, I'm guessing, 15? No, looks like maybe 20? Hold on, there's 10 classes, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 25. Okay, so we got 2 out of 25. Final showdown. Draw 4 cards in 1 turn, reduce the cost. Questline is draw 4 cards in 1 turn, and then reduce the cost of the cards drawn by 1. Oh, what is this on the side here? Final reward? Oh, wait. Finally, the last Hearthstone card. Wait, so is like you finish this quest, and there's a subsequent quest that eventually gets to this guy. For the rest of the game, cards you draw cost 2 less. Wow, holy crap. Jace Darkweaver, cast all fail spells you've played this game, target enemies if possible. Lost in the Park. So every class has a spell, like a quest spell. Gain 4 attack with your hero, gain 5 armor, and then ultimately you get Guff the Tough. Battle Cry, give your hero plus 8 attack this turn and 8 armor. Childress Moon Tree. Next 3 spells you draw or cast when drawn. Interesting. Okay. Defend the Dwarven District. For Hunter, deal damage with 2 spells, and then your hero power can target minions, and then you get Tavish, Master Marksman. Battlecry for the rest of the game, spells you cast refresh your hero power. Okay, interesting. The Rat King. Rush, Death Rattle, go dormant, revive after 5 friendly minions die. Okay. Sorcerer's Gambit, cast a Fire, Frost, or an Arcane spell. You draw a card and you get Arcanist Dawn Grasp. Oh, these are people we've seen in the Book of Heroes, I think. For the rest of the game, you have +3 spell damage. Rise to the occasion. Play 3 different 1-cost cards. You gain a 1/4 Light's Justice, and you eventually get Lightborn Cariel. For the rest of the game, your Silverhand recruits have +2/2. High Lord 4 Dragon. Divine Shield. After a friendly minion loses Divine Shield, give a minion in your hand 5/5, so Divine Shield hand support again. So what do we get here? Zorilla the Sanctified. Shuffle the Purified Shard into your deck. No idea what that is. Dark Bishop Benedictus. Start of your game. If the spells in your deck are all Shadow, enter Shadow form. Okay. So Shadow Priest support. Find the Imposter. This is like a Among Us reference or something. Play 2 SI7 cards. Add Spy Gizmo to your hand. Spy Master Scabs. Add 1 of each Spy Gizmo to your hand. Spy Gizmo. Okay, interesting. Maestra of the Masquerade. You start the game as a different class until you play a rogue card. Interesting. Okay. So some bamboozling there. Command the elements. Play 3 Overload. Unlock your overloaded mana crystals, and then for the rest, and then here Stormcaller Brukan. Rest of the game, your spells cast twice. Okay. Bolnar Hammerbeak. Don't know who that is. After you play a Battlecry minion, repeat the first Battlecry played this turn. Okay, interesting. The Demon Seed takes 6 damage on your turns. Deal 3 damage to the enemy hero, and you get Blightborn Tamsin. For the rest of the game, damage you take on your turn damages your opponent instead. Interesting. Okay, so there is some of that synergy that I was talking about with that card, the 2/5. Anatheron costs 1 if your hand is full. Okay. Kind of a mundane legendary effect, but sure. Raid the Docks. Pirate Warrior looks like more. Play 3 pirates, draw a weapon, and then summon the Juggernaut? Well, that's crazy. Wait, is there a card called Juggernaut? Because I'm thinking the X-Men Juggernaut meme, right? Captain the Rokar. Does Rokar from something? Anyways. Lothar. Oh, Lothar's a warrior? That makes sense. End of your turn, attack on random enemy minions. If it dies, gain 3/3. Wow, interesting. Wait, has been around since before there were paladins and those newfangled paladin mechs. Auctioneer Jackson. Whenever you trade, discover a card from your deck to draw instead. So instead of drawing a random card, you get to discover a card, I think. Is that how it works? Seems like that's the play there. Okay. I don't know. That kind of seems... Well, it's a whenever you trade. So it actually can happen multiple times, it seems like. Okay. Cornelius Rome. At the start and end of each player's turn, draw a card. Wait, what? That's kind of bonkers. Right? You play this, your turn ends, you draw a card, and your opponent draws a card. Or sorry, your opponent... Wait. I'm pretty sure this applies to you. So at the start and end of each player's turn. So this is guaranteed 2 cards. You can guarantee 2 draws off of this. Which is basically like a 4/4 or sorry 4-mana minion with the 4/5 base stat line, plus an arcane intellect, which is 3 mana. So this is like a guaranteed 7 mana drop in 6 mana. With the potential upside that if your opponent cannot destroy this minion, you get another 2 draws guaranteed. That's kind of crazy. And that's actually really good, I think. Huh. This card was recently modified, so its disenchantment value has been adjusted. Okay. Varian, King of Stormwind. Draw a rush minion to gain a rush, and then repeat for taunt and divine shield. Oh, I think did we see this in Tavern Brawl? and then Lady Prestor to her sure. Wait, is this Onyxia? But why can this not be crafted? Right, because this means it can be crafted. Why is this? Is this like a collectible card? Transforms minions into, or transform minions in your deck into random dragons. In your deck, okay. Because I think there's oh, there's that guy who. Yeah, oh yeah. Okay, never mind. Is it from this thing? The quest? Is that what it is? Yep, it is. Okay, cool. Fair enough. All right. Ooh. Oops. The crystal version or whatever, right? All right. Well, that was pack opening. That was United in Stormwind. Varian. Hold on. When did this? Oops, that's not what I wanted. When did this card get like nerfed or something? Because usually they give you like a little whatchamacallit, a little thing that pops up and is like, hey, this card is getting nerfed. You get to get, you know, free disenchant value or whatever, right? I wish I kind of knew that because I think I would have crafted it to get the free refund. Wait, is that how it works? No, you craft the golden version. Wait, how did people exploit this before? You craft like the golden version, and then you get refund. I don't know. I can't remember how we exploited the dust thing before, but I think I missed my opportunity here. So whatevs. Anyways, that's it for this pack opening. Pretty average in terms of number of legendaries in 40 packs, 41 packs actually. So yeah, until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.